I'm not ready for this. Hello, everybody. My name is Kamlesh, and welcome back to, welcome to what might be the end of me. Today, we're diving headfirst, literally headfirst, into the world of virtual reality. We're not just dipping our toes in. Oh no, we are cannonballing into the deep end of the most mind-blowing, heart-pounding, and frankly, ridiculous VR games out there. The mission, should we choose to accept it, and let's be honest, we have no choice, is to see if I can survive the craziest challenges these alternate realities can throw at me. So, grab your headsets or just enjoy the view from the safety of your screen, because things are about to get weird. VR isn't just a gimmick anymore. It's a full-blown revolution that has completely changed the game. Pardon the pun. It yanks you out of your boring old reality and shoves you into worlds you've only dreamed of. You're not just controlling a character, you are the character. You feel the rush, the fear, the sheer panic as a zombie lunges for your face. It's an immersive experience unlike anything else, turning simple games into unforgettable and sometimes terrifying adventures. It's one thing to watch a horror movie. It's another thing entirely to live inside of it. And today, we are living in it. But here's the problem, right? There are so many VR games. It's like an endless digital buffet, and you don't know what's going to be delicious and what's going to give you digital food poisoning. Where do you even begin? That's where I come in. I'm your guinea pig, your crash test dummy, your slightly too enthusiastic guide through the virtual wilderness. We're going to sift through the noise and find the absolute gems, the games that define what VR is all about. So let's do this. Let's jump in and see what kind of trouble we can get into. And I can't dance. Alright, first up we have a classic, a legend, the one and only, Beat Saber. Now, if you haven't heard of this game, you've probably been living under a virtual rock. The concept is simple. You have two lightsabers, one red, one blue, and a whole bunch of blocks flying at your face. All you have to do is slice the blocks in the right direction, to the beat of the music. It sounds easy, right? It sounds like a fun little rhythm game. Wrong. This is not just a game. It's a full-body workout choreographed by a sadistic DJ. My arms are already screaming just thinking about it. They say it's an addictive blend of rhythm and action, and I can see why. The moment the music kicks in and the blocks start flying, you enter this trance-like state. It's just you, the sabers, and the beat. You're not just playing a game, you're performing an epic futuristic sword dance. Each slice feels incredibly satisfying, with the controllers vibrating in your hands, the sound of the slash perfectly synced to the music. It's pure sensory overload in the best possible way. But then, they crank up the difficulty, and the fun, rhythmic dance turns into a frantic, desperate flailing for survival. The blocks come faster from all angles, and suddenly I'm less Jedi Master and more confused tourist, swatting at bees. Look at this. The blocks are everywhere. I'm supposed to hit that one up and that one down while dodging a wall. Who designed this? Was it Satan? I think it was Satan. My arms are going to fall off, my brain is melting trying to process the colors, and I think I just pulled a muscle I didn't even know I had. But you know what? I can't stop. I will conquer this song, even if it means dislocating both my shoulders and collapsing into a sweaty, defeated heap on the floor. This isn't just a game. It's a challenge to my very soul, and I will not be defeated. Famous last words. Okay, after that intense cardio session, I think we need something a little more relaxing. Something a bit more normal. So we're diving into Job Simulator. The year is 2050, robots do everything, and this game is a museum exhibit that lets you experience the glory days of human employment. We can be an office worker, a gourmet chef, an auto mechanic. It sounds so mundane, so wonderfully boring. This will be a nice, calm break. A chance to catch my breath and engage in some simple, honest work. What could possibly go wrong in a game about jobs? Oh, I see. Everything can go wrong. This isn't a simulation of a job. It's a simulation of what would happen if you gave a toddler a stapler and a lit firework in an office. The game actively encourages you to be the worst employee in human history. The humor and creativity they talk about is basically a sandbox for chaos. Why file these documents when I can just throw them at my robot boss? Why make a sandwich for a customer when I can put a fire extinguisher between two slices of bread and serve it with a flourish? The physics are just wonky enough to make every action hilarious and unpredictable. This isn't work. It's a playground for my most destructive impulses. I am a god of corporate chaos. I've photocopied a donut, I've fired half the staff by launching staplers at them, and I've clogged every toilet in the building. The beauty of Job Simulator is in its freedom. It takes the most boring, soul-crushing aspects of adult life and turns them into a source of pure, unadulterated joy. It's a perfect parody of the 9-to-5 grind, letting you do all the things you've secretly wanted to do at your real job but couldn't because of, laws and consequences. This is therapeutic. This is art. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to see if I can deep fry this computer monitor. For science. Alright, fun time is over. We're stepping into the big leagues now. This is Super Hot VR. And let me tell you, the premise alone is one of the coolest things I've ever heard in gaming. Time only moves when you do. Let that sink in for a second. The world is frozen around you. Red, crystalline enemies are mid-lunge. Bullets are suspended in the air inches from your face. It's only when you move your body, your head, your hands, that time crawls forward. This isn't a game about reflexes. It's a game about strategy. It's a violent, slow-motion ballet of death and survival. I'm terrified. Let's go. Every single movement is a life-or-death decision. You duck your head to dodge a bullet, and as you do, you see another one streaking towards you from the side. Time is frozen again. What do? You see a bottle on the table. You slowly reach for it, time inching forward. You grab it, and in one fluid motion, you throw it at the enemy across the room, snatch their gun out of the air as they shatter, turn, and shoot the other guy just before his bullet hits you. When it works, you feel like Neo from The Matrix. You feel like the most unstoppable action hero ever conceived. It is the single most empowering feeling I have ever had in a video game. But when it goes wrong, it goes so wrong. You misjudge the trajectory of a bullet by a millimeter, you reach for a gun and fumble it, you accidentally lean forward a little too much and suddenly 3 different timelines of pain converge on your face. The game is brutally punishing. There's no health bar. One hit and you're out, forced to restart the sequence. It's a puzzle game disguised as a first-person shooter. You have to meticulously plan your every move, choreographing your dance of destruction with precision. My heart is pounding, my palms are sweaty, but I've never felt more alive. Super hot, super hot. Okay, my adrenaline levels are through the roof, my nerves are shot. I need something wholesome. Something to remind me that not everything in VR is trying to kill me in slow motion. Enter Astrobot Rescue Mission. Look at this little guy. He's adorable. This is a platformer, a genre as old as gaming itself, but seen through the lens of VR, it becomes something completely new. I'm not just controlling Astrobot. I'm a giant, friendly robot god, following him through these incredible, vibrant worlds. My controller is a gadget in the game, and I'm right there with him on his adventure. The charm here is absolutely off the charts. The worlds are built like intricate, interactive dioramas that wrap all around you. You have to physically peek around corners, look up at towering structures, and lean down to discover hidden paths and secrets. It's not just about moving Astrobot with the joystick. You use your own head to headbutt obstacles and dodge attacks. The sense of scale is just breathtaking. You'll be guiding Astrobot across a tiny little bridge, and then you'll look up and see a colossal space whale swimming gracefully through the sky above you. It's pure, unadulterated magic. It makes you feel like a kid again, filled with wonder. And the little bots. Part of the mission is to find and rescue your little bot buddies who are scattered and hidden throughout each level. When you find one, they fly up into your controller, and you can feel them rattling around in there thanks to the haptic feedback, and you can hear their little squeaks of joy. I am not exaggerating when I say I have formed a deep, emotional connection to these little pixels. I will protect them with my life. This game is a masterclass in how to use VR to enhance a classic genre, adding depth, immersion, and a level of charm that is simply impossible on a flat screen. This is pure happiness in a headset. We started with a classic, we saw some chaos, we became an action hero, we found pure joy. Now it's time for the main event, the game that people bought VR headsets for. The one, the only, Half-Life Alyx. This isn't just a game, it's a benchmark. It's the new standard against which all other AAA VR titles will be judged. We are stepping into the world of Half-Life, a world I have loved for years. But this time, we're not just playing it. We are in City 17. And let me tell you, it is terrifyingly, awe-inspiringly real. I am not ready for this. The level of detail is simply insane. You can pick up almost any object in the world and inspect it. You can scribble on dirty windows with your finger. You can crush a can in your hand and hear the crinkle. You can see the rust on a pipe and the dust motes floating in a sunbeam. It's this interactivity that sells the reality of the world. And then there's the story, the atmosphere. It's pure Half-Life. The sense of dread, the oppressive presence of the Combine, the moments of sheer panic when you hear the skittering of a headcrab just around the corner. My heart is in my throat, and I haven't even seen an enemy yet. This is immersion on a level I never thought possible. And the gameplay? My God, the gameplay. Reloading your gun isn't just pressing a button. You have to physically eject the magazine, grab a new one from your backpack over your shoulder, slam it into the gun, and chamber around, all while a barnacle is trying to pull you into the ceiling. It's clumsy, it's frantic, it's terrifyingly realistic. Every firefight is a desperate struggle for survival. Half-Life. Alyx isn't just a game you play, it's an experience you live through. It is, without a doubt, the single most impressive piece of virtual reality software ever created. It's a masterpiece. And I'm going to need therapy after this. And we're out. Oh my god. I think I need to sit down for a minute. My legs are shaky, my hands are still trembling, and I'm pretty sure a small part of my soul is still trapped back there in City 17. What an absolute roller coaster. From dancing with lightsabers to causing mayhem in an office, to becoming a time-bending action hero, we have been through it all today. VR is such an incredible frontier for gaming, and these titles are proof that we've only just begun to scratch the surface of what's possible. I feel like I've lived 5 different lives in the span of one afternoon. So, what did you guys think? That was my journey through some of the craziest challenges VR has to offer, but I know there are so many other amazing games out there. Now I want to hear from you. What are your favorite VR games? What are the must-play experiences that I absolutely missed? Head down to the comments section and let me know. I read every single one, and I'm always looking for the next insane adventure to dive into. Your recommendations could be the star of a future video, so don't be shy. And hey, if you enjoyed watching me scream, flail, and generally lose my mind, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the little bell so you don't miss what's next. We do all sorts of crazy gaming stuff here, and your support means the world to me. Also, if you're interested in more deep dives like this, you should definitely check out my other video on the top gaming trends of this year. It's a perfect companion piece to this VR madness. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.